Welcome to Thursday night call. Reporting to you live here, the home office in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. About 91 degrees today. It's wonderful weather. Actually had a couple of my cousins up visiting from Utah, and really enjoyed their stay here and their company with us for the last 3 days. And so we've had a lot of fun. I've got some good announcements tonight. I want to go over with you all. Um, First and foremost. Welcome to all of those who've been waiting on the call tonight. Making sure you got on and log on early. The room is pretty much maxed out. There's a few more people that can get on here, but the registration was maxed out tonight, and for this update call. So I'm very very excited about MyFunLIFE. We've been having a lot of calls with our leaders, doing some Skype broadcasting and some different calls. And if you're on Skype and want to reach the home office directly, I encourage you to get onto Skype and friend me. My Skype handle is Dan's Fun Life, DANSFUNLIFE. That'll be a direct link to be able to get in touch with me personally. I want to make sure we're connected and that the world can connect to me. And this is being recorded, and we will have it up on YouTube. And so those of you that are listening to this at a later date, thank you, and write that address down. Get in touch with me if you've got an idea or you want to talk and just have a personal connection. If you prove yourself, you're a leader within MyFunLIFE in this organization, I'll add you to our leaders room. And we also have another special leaders call room where we actually have we try to have a weekly call. Where we talk about the business and the nuts and bolts and how things are going. We get really very, very real with each other on that. And so we've had some great calls here lately, and we've got some fun things that we're working on. And I'm going to disclose tonight some of the things that we've been working on, because I want you to know some of the products that we're going to be bringing here in the near future. Before I started MyFunLIFE, one of the projects I was working on is we were starting a power company. To be able to resell power and gas. The reason why I was doing this is because in 2015, all states in the union are going to be deregulated. I say in the union, in the United States. It was if those of you that are old enough to remember about the deregulations in telecom, well, it's happened. There's about 18 states today that are deregulated, and more and more coming on. And when I was doing my research a couple of years ago about starting the power business, I wrote a 44-page business plan on the industry and what was happening. One of the companies that I discovered that we did some due diligence on, they were operating in just 3 states for 5 years. 3 states, 5 years, not network marketing, just straight going out and cold calling customers and businesses. And in 5 years, that company became a $7 billion company, operating in 3 states. Well, you guys, 2015 is right around the corner. Very, very exciting. We are in negotiations with our contracts right now to be able to resell some power. Now, it's kind of funny because I'm very, very forthcoming. There's a YouTube video floating out there about us reselling our Cha-Ching booking engine and having our Cha-Ching booking engine. And somebody discovered they were trying to, I guess, poke fun at us and say that we're selling Cha-Ching. Well, first of all, Cha-Ching is for free, and we don't charge for that. And 2, we've told everybody right out the gate since day one that we partnered with Travelocity, became an affiliate with them. It's no secret. This individual was trying to act like he was this know-it-all and trying to educate everybody out there in the real world about what we are and what we're doing. And so it kind of cracks me up because, it's on all of our YouTube videos when I talk about the Cha-Ching booking engine. We're going to do the same thing with our power. I'm getting a contract, that we can share revenues. And yeah, sure, you can go strike a contract with Travelocity, but you got to build yourself a website and do the whole thing. And so what we've done with MyFunLIFE, we've offered it for free. We built the website. We share the revenue with you, 50-50 split. And so, we feel like that's pretty fair. Well, we're going to be doing the same thing with the power business. I want to focus on products that create residual income. See, because that's my big push is always I talk about people. There's four key elements, right? You need to be in business for yourself. You need to have leveraged income, create residual income, and timing is a key factor. And if you can put those four key elements in place, you can pretty much have success and you go to work and you put the effort in. Well, the power industry is, I don't know if you guys have studied it. Those of you that may be in Texas, if I ask you today how much you pay per kilowatt hour, you can tell me exactly what you're paying, 6 cents, 7 cents, or whatever it is per kilowatt hour. And most of the 300 million people that live in the United States, there's probably 10% that know how much they pay per kilowatt hour. It's because we're not able, we don't really care. We just pay the bill, right? Because we don't have an option. We don't have a choice of who to go to and where to go. And in those 18 states, they're being educated on exactly how much they're paying per kilowatt hour. Well, what MyFunLIFE is going to do is we're going to be offering here in the near future the ability to go out and in the states that are deregulated, we're going to get in front of this curve before it happens. And then we're going to ride the wave while it's happening. But here's the cool thing. I was talking to some people, they're like, well, how are you going to do power, Dan? I mean, you got to go out and put new lines in. No, we're not. We're contracting with the industry. And here's how the deregulation works. When we switch your service over, your lights aren't going to be any dimmer. They're not going to be any brighter. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to be billed from us and have a lower bill. And so that's what's going to happen. And so it's not a big deal. If your power goes out, if the lightning strikes or whatever, if something happens, you're in a snowstorm or whatever it may be, the same trucks that come out there to fix your lines today, they'll still be there. They'll fix. They're part of the contract. It's a public utility, and so we actually own it from the public. They're contracted to do it, and so it's very, very regulated by the government, and that's why the deregulations have taken some time because they've given the current power companies the opportunity to make some more money. But here coming soon in all 50 states, it's going to be deregulated. So very much forward to that. And so, power, what is power? It's one of those things that's on all the time. You can see right now there's light on me. My computer's running. The internet's running. The refrigerators are running. The water coolers are running. The heating, air conditioning's running. And it's going 24/7. It's nonstop. My little clocks that are plugged in. We all leave, turn the lights off. We think if everything's done, we're conserving power. Well, the refrigerators are still on. HVAC is down to a minimum, but it's still on. And same thing with your homes. So it's going to be a fun one. And so what we're wanting to do is create customers and be able to create customer points. I'm going to get into customer points here in a few. So that's one of the companies that I love that we're going to be rolling out here. I'm not going to give timeframes for any of these. I'm just going to let you know that you're in the right place with the right company because we have a vision here of products and want to create residual incomes for you and your family for long term. Okay, so the next item, business in a box. Now, again, the four key elements, be in business for yourself, leverage, residual, timing. I say you need to be in business for yourself. And people kind of get that look in their eye like, okay, yeah, but how? What do I do? And we've realized that there's a necessity here. There's a need for an understanding of step by step exactly what to do. And seriously, if I was challenged right now to start a corporation, I could actually have a corporation started in probably less than 30 minutes. I always say about 2 hours, but I could start a corporation in about 30 minutes. Before my first corporation, it took me several weeks because I didn't know where to call. I didn't know who to call and check to see if the name was available. I didn't know what attorney to use to get the articles of incorporation because I wanted to make sure I was legal in my business format. And so what a business is basically when you decide to start a business, okay? What you do is you make that decision to start it. And then you go, okay, what do I do? What step do I take? Well, that's where we come into play. We're going to give you a step-by-step guide and help you start your own business, all the way down for getting your EIN. And what is a business? Basically, when you decide to start a business, you're giving birth to a new business, similar to a lady giving birth to a baby. And so it needs identity, right? So we get an identity as humans. We need to give that business an identity. And so as a human, what do we get? In the United States, we get a social security number. In a business, we get an EIN, employer identification number. And so we'll show you exactly how, step by step, on how to do that. Well, what we're doing is I'm partnering with my attorney. And my attorney is very, very excited about this. He's an entrepreneur and an attorney, so he loves business, and so he's very, very excited about coming on board with us with regard to the business in a box. So really, what you're going to get is a very successful entrepreneur and an attorney showing you step by step exactly how to get your business going and how to keep your corporate minutes and how to get your tax deductions and things like that. We're going to be teaming up with a tax accountant. Now, if you know of anybody out there, I'm looking for my tax accountant. He's very, very good at what he does. He's about ready to retire. He's probably got about 3 or 4 more years, and he's going to be retiring. So I'm looking for a entrepreneurial tax accountant that can help us with our accounting needs. And so as far as being a representation, going to our seminars and getting on screens like this to share with the world on how to prep your business for proper tax returns. So that's the business in a box. We've got a lot of other fun things that are going to come with it that we're going to add to it. And so the next item is merchant services. And a lot of people are like, okay, so what's merchant services? I don't understand. What do you mean, Dan? What is merchant services? Well, a merchant account. So say you go into Walmart, for example, and when you buy all your groceries and you stick them up on the counter, and she tells you what the total is, he or she tells you what the total is, and you take your credit card out and you scan it through that machine. Well, somebody is making money on that machine right there. There's a very small percentage that's paid back to the processors, the banks, and then ultimately it goes back to Visa or MasterCard or American Express or Discover, who you we're banking with, whatever is on your card. And so they earn the profits as well off of each transaction. So every transaction that's transacted through every single business that accepts a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover card, every single one of those businesses pays a fee. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give you the opportunity to go into people that you know, say it's your uncle's tire shop. Every time somebody buys a set of tires or gets an alignment or whatever they do at the tire shop and they scan their credit card, you'll get a paycheck. We do the work one time. We analyze their bill. We'd ask for 3 statements. We'd analyze their bill. We'd give them an estimate on exactly how much we'd save them. Again, this is all going to be online. We'll be able to post it. You can get them to do it online. You'll be able to post their items online. We're creating our websites right now. We've already got our accounts negotiated. We're creating our websites so this can all function for you. Okay, again, it's creating residual income for you and your family for years to come. And so every month that they pay their merchant bill, we collect on our end. Everybody collects, and then we pay you a commission. So that's how merchant account works. We'll have a whole training tutorial on that in the coming months. So another residual. Okay, I want to give you guys a quick little story. About 20 years ago, I was in network marketing, and I actually signed up for this company called Truly Special. Okay, and it truly was special because what they were marketing was food, and I thought it was just an act of genius because, again, I believe in residual income, things that we consume, things that we do every single day. Like our power bills, people are constantly spending money in the store. So those are the things that we do every day. Food is another one of those items. We have to intake food every single day. We might skip a day and call it a fast or whatever. We can't skip very many days. We'll find ourselves not breathing. So, every day we intake food. And this company, Truly Special, well, they had a meeting in the afternoon. And so I came to this meeting, and there's about 30 to 40 people there. And it was the first meeting. We were in Las Vegas, Nevada at the time. And we went into this, it was like a little strip mall. And it could only hold about 400 people in this room. And it was pretty tight. It was sitting in like theater-style seating. And we got in there and we started listening to their sales pitch and said, look, we have gourmet food. We have jams and jellies and some of these different things that you use. And so we're like, okay, that makes sense. And we said, well, what else? Well, we're going to be expanding our entire line of groceries and food for you. And so what we want to do is we want to, share this with people. And so if you bring back a couple friends tonight at 7 o'clock, we're going to have a meeting. And so everybody left that place in kind of a frenzy. Matter of fact, it was pretty much a frenzy because we're like, I cannot believe it. A network marketing company that's going to market food. This means I could probably get myself into enough people that are buying the food and I can get my food for free. What a concept. And so that night we had about 400 people. It was standing room only. We were packed against the walls. It felt like sardines can. But I couldn't believe what happened. From that afternoon till that evening, everybody went out and grabbed probably at least 10 people apiece. Some of us grabbed more and we sent them there. The next night, we had about 800 people show up. 400 people were in the room and 400 of us were out in the parking lot. And we're all looking, trying to see who is in our, in the room, if our people made it in the room. It was such an exciting, in that very short period of time, of 3 months that company was in business, we did about 3 years worth of sales orders, and we put them out completely out of business because we grew that company so fast. I have been looking for the last so many years. I've been in this industry for 27 years now, but I've been looking for the last 20 years for a company to market food. Well, I got the harebrained idea several months back. I said, you know what? I want to take this challenge on. I want to see if we can get some food. People are marketing like protein bars and protein shakes and things that are like that, kind of geared around nutrition. Hey, listen, I know that we're a snacking people. We love to snack. We love to, not eat a complete meal and just take and eat a snack or just eat a protein bar as far as that goes. And so I started doing some research and found some companies out there that are not network marketing, but are actually tearing it up by selling little sacks of snacks. And I thought to myself, what if we go out and, again, I'm no genius about products. I'm going to go to some geniuses that already have products and white label their products, whitelist them, relabel them for us. But let me tell you what, it's going to have a high quality standard. I know I'm a bit of I love to, eat healthy and, and eat what's right for me, and no fake colors, no fake dyes, artificial flavors, high fructose corn syrups, things like that. Things that we know that are really bad for us. Sometimes we still intake them. Fake colors are banned in Finland and Sweden, in several different countries. But Finland and Sweden specifically, they ban. Our country allows it. It's a poison. I know growing up, my mom used to use it all the time in coloring our, like deviled eggs or whatever. She'd put a little yellow dye in there to make it more yellow. It was crazy. And so it's been used throughout so much time that it's been commonly accepted, but it's a poison. It's a toxin that we're entering into our body. So what I'm going to do is make sure that it lives up to my standards. And what we're going to do is create bring some amazing products that we can market. And so I want to keep it really simple. And it's going to be just a real great, easy product, easy snack. If you want it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. If you want to try it or whatever and you like it, keep buying it. And the more of us that buy it, the more people that buy it in your downline, the more money you'll make, the more product you can get for free. And so we're going to do some incentives as far as that goes. So that's a line that I want to share with you that we've been talking about. And one of the last ones is training. Our videographer is going through and doing our first little small segment done by my son Dan. And I've been talking to a few other leaders in the industry. I have a good friend of mine, Brett Walker. His daughters are very, very talented. They're called Redhead Express, and these gals they sing country and they travel all over the place right now, making a name for themselves, and they're doing a really, really good job at it. Their dad, Brett, he's He's the manager of their team, of course, and he's got a great voice himself. But he's studied. He's actually built huge downlines before in network marketing, and he's got residual income still coming in from some of those deals that are from some of those companies he's been part of. And you know, he actually studied NLP, neuro linguistics. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a process of learning. And so I was talking to Brett about teaming up with me on some training modules, and that he actually got so excited. He says, Dan, we have a duty when we know what we know to share it with the world. And he says, I would love to start doing some weekly meetings with you to do these type of webinars that we can get on here and share this, and then actually go out and have a regional event and discover some things about yourself. Discover really truly who you are, what motivates you. I'll give you guys a funny little story. Before when I was a bit younger, I know being in network marketing, you have to get out there. You have to get outside your comfort zone. You have to talk to people and show them what you've got. You have to express yourself. And so I was like, okay, fine. Now, you understand, my mom and my dad and my sisters, I have 6 sisters and my brother, and they're all so backwards. They're just so shy and so timid. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to be like that. I was the baby of the family, and I said, I don't want to be shy. Shy people, it's not going to get you anywhere in life. You got to break through that mold. And so this is my inner id talking to myself and, going back and forth and negotiating with myself. Okay, if you do it and get up in front of those people, you got to promise me you're going to do this good, and you're going to talk well and speak well. And Dan, you're a redneck from Idaho. Come on. You don't have that great of education. You're a college dropout. Come on. You're going to forget what you're going to say. And so I would get my inner id going, and literally I would get sick and I would go vomit before I would go publicly speak. And I said, you know what? This is sickening. I cannot stand that I'm that way. And so I had to personally put it in my head and make a difference and sell myself that I was not going to be like that. Because I don't know any successful person in this life that's shy. Shy people are usually broke people. And I was sick and tired of being broke. I was raised with my mom, and my parents split up when I was a young kid, and I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be broke. I wanted to be able to provide. The reason why I wanted to be able to provide is because my mom was broke, and she was a waitress trying to raise all of us kids. I was so young, I couldn't get a job. Nobody would hire me. And so what I did is I went out and started a business. 8 years old, I started a lawn mowing business. I grabbed my lawnmower. I asked my mom if I could use the lawn to go mow my neighbor's yard. And she was worried that I was going to break our lawnmower. And I said, look, I'll make sure I fix it. She says, you don't have money to fix it, Dan, and I don't have money to fix it either. And I said, Mom, they're going to pay me $10 to mow the lawn. $10? Oh, okay. Yeah, go mow that lawn. And so I got out there and I hustled all my neighbors and found out that people hate mowing lawns. And I didn't mind it. As an 8-year-old, I thought it was pretty cool. And so I got so busy. My friends came over and they're asking me, Dan, let's go play. I want to go play. Let's go play Monopoly and Payday and some of these different board games, Game of Life. And I was like, well, I want to, but I can't. I got to go mow these other lawns first. And I said, they said, well, I'd help you. And I said, well, why don't you go over and get your dad's lawnmower? I'll pay for the gas, and I'll give you $5 to do that lawn. Because I'm thinking I didn't want to give up my money. That was my bread and butter. That's how I was going to help my mom out. And so I got my buddy to go over and grab his lawnmower, and he mowed that lawn. And I discovered something. I discovered the law of leverage. And so that's why I promote that today, is because it's so important. And then I started studying some books. And I had, actually, the story kind of goes on. I had several of my buddies mowing my lawn for me, and I was home and sitting down, and my parents were asking me, well, what are you doing? Man, you're supposed to be out there mowing those lawns. And I said, I am. I'm getting. They said, don't lie to me. You're not mowing those lawns. You're sitting right here. And I said, no, I've got Keith and Rich. And I started naming off all my buddies that were mowing the lawns. And they said, and they couldn't believe it. The light went on for them, and it's like, I can't believe you're like this little entrepreneur. And I said, I'm still making money. I'm just giving them half of what I'm making. And it was pretty cool. And so I learned the laws of leverage. Then I went on my career and started studying some of the latest or greatest richest men in America. One was John Paul Getty. He teaches us, about, getting, he asked the question, he says, look, would you rather earn 100% of your own efforts or 1% of 100 people's efforts? Well, I added that math up real quick. I was, well, that's 100%. Okay, I get paid. But it means I don't have to do the work and I get 1%. Okay, that's what I learned when I was a kid, the laws of leverage. Okay, I get that. He said, when you can do that, and you can create a product or a service and you can leverage yourself with enough people, you don't have to work anymore and you can earn the rewards off of other people's efforts. And they called it OPE, other people's efforts. Okay. So I started thinking about that. Okay. So they talk about you need to be in business for yourself because how else are you going to get leverage? And, the story goes on and creating residual income and being able to be with a company that has proper timing. So guys, I want to talk to you tonight. This is about timing, the key factor of timing, being in front of something. In one of our calls, they asked me, Dan, what's your 10-year business plan? I said, listen, my 10-year business plan, I have a multi-generational plan. I have generations worth of my plans. I plan on creating a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay? Well, I believe we can do it. Even with just one of our companies, I believe we can do it. Just the power business alone. There is so much ability with that. If you see this as an opportunity for yourself and you want to engage with us and stick around. Now, you may not be making the kind of money you want right now. You may need to find yourself having a job or maybe you already have a full-time job right now and this is a secondary for you. Maybe you have to go get another income stream coming in until you can actually get your residual income up here. And that's okay. I don't hold that against anybody. What I want to do is build what I do best is I build businesses. And so what I want to do is create a business here with MyFunLIFE that's going to pay you for generations to come. So my long-term goal, if you're on board, I'm on board with you. If you see this for you, then get involved, get engaged, and get going with us. Okay. Now I have some changes in our comp plan that we're going to make. I was influenced when we started this company. I had a plan. Okay, and I'm getting back to my plan so I can get the passion back in me. I've been discouraged the last couple of months with some of the leaders that we had that I actually listened to. About raising the price. Dan, we need more money. We need more money. Well, more money is going to come via more products. Okay. 1% of 100 people's efforts. John Paul Getty was not wrong. And so we need to focus back where our grassroots come from. I know how to grow businesses. I don't need broke leaders trying to tell me how to run companies. Okay. I've already figured it out. And now what I want to do is implement it for each one of you. And so here's what it is. We're going back to $25. As a customer, you want to sign up, it's $25 to be MyFunLIFE to get our travel product. $300 a year. To be a distributor, it's going to be a $25 one-time shot. So when a brand new member wants to sign up, it's going to be $50. This is going to be implemented on the 15th of this month. So $50 to get started. It's going to be $25 a month thereafter to be involved with MyFunLIFE on the travel side to get our travel product. Okay, so I have made an announcement with just a few of our leaders, and they are so stinking stoked about this. You guys, you got to understand something. In our first 6 months, we brought on tens of thousands of members in 150 countries in our first 6 months because we were a $25 deal. I listened to some greedy individuals that were so-called leaders that are no longer with this company. And I'm telling you, they just want. I know what you guys want. I know what you guys need. And we're gonna fill it and fulfill it within this company, and we're gonna bring it big. And so hold on, because I'm very, very excited. I'm very passionate about this company. I'm very passionate about you folks that are on this call with us and that are listening to this recorded conversation. I am really excited about where we're going with MyFunLIFE and bringing it back down. So I've got a little caveat that I'm going to throw out there for each one of you guys. I already got it approved with my MLM attorney, and this is something I want to tell you what we're going to do. Okay, because I understand people want to make money, and I know I want you to make as much money as you possibly can, and so we're going to make a few adjustments to ease it up for you. So the whole idea is we're operating with a 3 by 12 matrix, right? So what's your goal? Your goal is to sign up 3 people so you can fill in your 3 and do your share of building the matrix. We want to get everybody involved to building the matrix. And here's the deal. The matrix is going to fill in with or without that person, right? And so if they're in there, they can actually get spillover placed down below them, but they're going to earn 0 on that spillover. And so what they're going to do is if they sponsor one person, we're going to pay them a few levels, okay? I haven't decided exactly if it's going to be 2 levels or 4 levels. I prefer 2 levels. If you fill up the first 2 levels, you can earn your money back. But I don't want people sitting around going, okay, fill up my first 2 levels, then I'll go and sponsor somebody. That doesn't make sense. The whole idea is to get your 3 people personally sponsored as fast as you possibly can. So what you want to do is you sponsor your first person, we'll pay you 2 levels. Sponsor 2 people, we'll pay you 7 levels. How about this? Sponsor 3 people, we'll pay you on all 12 levels. I want so many people. I don't want breakage for this company. I want you to earn the income. I want you to earn the profits. Okay? When we reduce the money down, we don't have fast starts. We don't have infinity bonuses. So what we're going to do is, see, attorney generals, they love to scrutinize companies that have fast start bonuses. They want to come in and shut you down. They want to twist you sideways and fine the heck out of you. Well, if we don't have fast starts, this is according to my attorney, okay? If we don't have a fast start pay, they don't have anything on us. And so what we want to do is make it a very, very simple, easy barrier of entry to get involved with us. We'll bring products that you'll be paying for. We'll be able to pay some upfront commissions on as you sell product. See, a tangible product that people can actually put in their hand or whatever it may be. Long as you're exchanging a product or a service, you're good to go. So our product is the travel industry. It's a travel membership, and that's what we sell right now. We're going to be bringing other products. We're going to be bringing other services as well. So, but what we're going to do is we want you to be enticed to bring your 3 people. Okay. So when you bring your 4th person, so say you get in, you get your 1, 2, 3 spot filled up, and you sponsor your number 4 guy. This is what we're going to do. We're going to give you number 2 or a reentry bonus. So what we're going to do is put you in the matrix again. And what it's going to do, it's going to go in and then say that person is Bob. Well, that 4th person you put in, you'll go here underneath of one of those 3, and then Bob will go down here below you. So now you'll get to double down on your income. But there's one caveat that we need. We need to approve with the attorney generals. We want to see at least 3 customers applied to that number 2 position, and then it'll be qualified to start earning income. Okay, you'll have the position, it'll be growing, but you got to gather 3 customers for that. What is a customer? A power customer, a merchant account, one of our snack packs, one of our products, our business in a box. If you sell any of our products, it could be a travel product, right? A travel customer. So we're going to require 3 customer points. You could get 1 customer that gets 4 points, even 3 points, and qualify it. So if they are able to get that, and they will qualify that number 2, so you'll be able to double dip on your income. So that's what we're fixing, you guys. That's what we're coming out with. So it's unlimited from that point forward. You can get number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can have multiple positions in your matrix and earning income. I was talking to this one gal. She came in, and several months ago, she flew in. She's a leader in the industry. She's taking a look at us, and it's kind of funny because a lot of network marketing companies will allow you to sign up and get multiple positions. We don't here at MyFunLIFE. It's illegal to do it. If you have to buy multiple positions with travel, right? If you give it as a reentry, USANA and Monavi did very, very well with that. They gave a reentry certificate so you could actually reenter, not have to buy another travel. It's like the attorney general is going to ask you, well, how many travel products do you need to buy? You only need to buy one. How many memberships do you have? That's a Ponzi scheme. And so we only allow you to buy one travel product, but we can give you multiple positions. So this gal that came in, she says, yeah, I bought multiple positions in my last company. It was a health company. And we said, well, how well are you doing? She says, well, I was making over $100,000 a month. We said, God, I'm analyzing that compensation plan. It can't pay out like that. She says, well, I had 13 positions. Ah, okay. So when you understand really how people are making these big figures, it's multiple positions. Well, you don't want to have to buy multiple positions. You want to earn those positions by going out and gathering customers and gathering more reps with us. So, those are some of the things that we're working on. I wanted to share them with you tonight. Excited about putting it up on YouTube. We'll give you the link. Hopefully here later tonight, we'll be putting it up, and you'll be able to direct those people that could not get on this call because the call was full. And so, thank you so much for being part of MyFunLIFE. Next Thursday, 6 p.m., we'll be doing some more updates. I'll keep you guys updates with the statuses as we go. The cat's out of the bag now with what we're doing. We are doing a big purge tonight. Anybody that's been 90 days or past 120 days, anybody 90 days that's been past due, they're getting purged out of the matrix tonight at midnight. And so if you know of anybody that wants to get, all they have to do is pay their $25, get themselves reactivated before we do the purge. It'll hold their position within the matrix. And so tonight we're doing a purge and getting rid of those that were inactive, and going to have a nice clean slate going forward. So very, very excited, you guys. Stay tuned. Come on next Thursday night, promote it. And we're going to be implementing a call for some training. Hopefully you guys got a nugget out of this tonight that you can use in your business. So thank you so much. God bless. And we'll see you guys next week.